A complete checklist for local SEO lead generation. So why most local businesses stay invisible on Google? If you own a local businesses or your website isn't bringing you calls, you're not alone. Most plumbers, roofers, HVAC companies, electricians I talk to are frustrated because they built a website but nobody can find them. Here's what actually happens. You pay someone to build out a nice looking website. Maybe you even paid for some SEO work. But when people search for you in your city, you're nowhere to be found. Your competitors show up, the big directories like Yelp and Gist show up, but you're buried on page 2 or page 3. And here's the worst part. You might be spending $2,000 every single month on ads or Facebook ads just to generate your phone to ring. When you stop paying, this leads stop coming. You're basically renting your customers instead of owning your traffic. There's a better way, and I'm going to show you exactly the checklist we use to generate 16 real customers over 16 real customers for a got business without spending a dime on ads. This is in theory, just to test that this actually works. The best outcome, getting into the top 3 mark pack on Google, and that's the holy grail. But even if you don't get there anyway, you still rank below the 3 businesses and get plenty of calls. That's exactly what we did with this website. So basically, here's the website that generates around 16 leads within an entire year. You might be surprised, but stick with me, I'm going to explain. And we got the very most recent one on 22nd of October 2025. And here's the simple one-page website that got all of this generated with people filling out this form. Mind you, most local businesses, most local users who are looking for businesses are not looking to fill out a form. They're looking to call this number instead. We don't have the data for this number because the number does not work. If you try this number right now, it won't go through. It doesn't work. So that's why we wanted to get as many leads as possible for this website. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens when people search for your services online. If you're like most local businesses, usually when people look for your services online, they go on Google and type the specific service that they're looking for. In our case, go to Bikini, and you see a lot of all of these ads that are popping up right there. The competition is fierce because a lot of businesses are looking to get customers, so they're paying Google to drive them this traffic and customers for their business specifically. And you now have below the sponsored section, you have the map section. So if you're not ranking here, then you have no cause to worry about because there's still opportunity for you to rank here. But here's the sweet spot you really want to be in, this Google business profile. So by using this video to say, if you do have a Google business profile and you don't rank here, please book a call with us. Let us tell you exactly what to do to rank here completely for free. And if you see that you see improvement, then you can decide to work with us long term. But in this video, we're going to show you exactly how to let your website appear right here and you get more calls for your business. Here's our own website right here, sitting here, Curtis McKinney, and I'm going to show you exactly what makes this possible for us to rank and how you can do this for your business also. The first thing we did with this website was get an exact match domain. An exact match domain basically means you including the core service plus the city in which you render in your domain name, and you could name it like this. Your GOTAS is the main core service plus the city in your domain name, and you get it for $15 outright out of the bat right there. And the second thing we did with this website is get the core service plus the city in the title tag. So the title tag basically tells Google exactly what your website is all about. Then in the very first headline of the copy of the page of the website, you also want to have the core service and related services plus the city on the first headline that appears on the page. Then in the first paragraph, just below the first headline, you also want to have a combination of the core service plus city in that specific paragraph. And basically that's the first section, and this gets you started right now. The next section we built out is the Our Service section. This basically tells Google about, okay, all of the services that we render, and when users come to our website, there's still related services that we do with our website, and they tend to book a call. It gives us an authority boost and overall local authority in the niche. Then the other section here is why they should choose us. In this section, you want to explain how long you've been in business, what do you do, where you've been, if you're licensed, if you're insured, if you offer financing. This is exactly where you want to include them. If you're locally owned, if you're family owned, if you're a veteran owned, include all of those things that make your website look great and also make your business look great overall. And the second last thing we did was include the frequently asked section. The frequently asked section is basically questions that people are asking. People who are searching for your services are asking to get answers for, and for such are able to now use the answers that they get to make an informed decision whether to engage your services or not. So basically, you get these questions from this section a couple people also ask when people search for your search term on Google. In this case, they say how much I got us for a 1,000 square foot house. So you could make it local to your area because you're targeting your specific city. So it would sound as how much a gutters for 1,000 square foot house in McKinney. How much on average does it cost to replace guttering in McKinney? That is exactly how you want to structure these questions and answer them. And the last thing we did was include the zip code of the areas that we service. This basically gives Google more context exactly where we service and what we do. So you could also include landmarks to give it even more relevance to your local area that you service. And basically that's the blueprint we used for this website and the checklist. Basically I will go over them again in the video. So that's all we did for this website to get it ranking, and you can do this right now today. Include all of this from the title to the headline to the services to including the zip code and frequently asked questions, and you're definitely gonna rank way better than other competitions that you have on Google right now. Then the next best thing we did was get our website listed in multiple directories. So we need Google to trust our website. The best way to do this is to get it listed in directories, to see us as relevant, to see us as local within the area. Because in there you list your website, you list your phone number, you list your address that are relevant to your area, and Google tends to see you and trust you. We employ the services of Mohammed Waheed on Fiverr. It does this for $75 and you get delivery within 7 days or even less than that. And basically this all gets you started. $15 for the domain name and $75 for citations, less than $100. And we're able to generate 16 leads that came in through this, which the most recent one came in 22nd of October 2025, right here. We launched this website in November of 2024, and by January 25, that's within 3 months, we're able to generate our very first lead. That's the timeline you are expected to get from rolling this your service, depending on the competition in your area. Anyway, there are a lot of things we didn't do with this website, and I'm going to point them out and what we can improve upon if you are to do this for your own website right now today. So let me tell you a bit about exactly what we spent and what you're expected to spend. In our case, we spent just domain name $15 and press and citations. But you could go a step further by getting a domain hosting. We do have already a domain hosting for ourselves, so we didn't include that as a cost. But you could get a domain hosting for a year for $24. You could issue out a press release and citations and write up your content. So total cost is $224. So compare that with paying for $2,000 for ads every single month. In a year, you would have spent $24,000. $224 and got a website that works for you, that brings leads from you on autopilot. That is a banger. So the first thing we didn't do with this website was get an active phone number. The phone number on this website does not work. So if we had an active phone number on the website, we would have doubled the number of leads. The reason being that a lot of persons who are looking to engage the services of a contractor are looking to call right now. They need the problem solved now. They need the quotes right now. They need someone to come to their homes to get those quotes and get the job done right now. They don't want to go and book a call. They must have tried so many businesses before booking a call with us. And that's exactly what you expect. If there was an active phone number on this website, we'd have doubled or even tripled the number of leads that came in. I'll go through again exactly what we did with this website. We included the core service and the location in the main headline. We listed all of the services, why they should choose us, the testimonial, frequently asked questions, and zip code. And that basically got us ranked. So what we didn't do, we didn't build dedicated service pages for repairs, replacement, and cleaning. I'm saying for this, we would have gotten a dedicated service page for each of these replacements. Like this section here would be on a very different page that targets just replacement, and we'll talk about replacement on that specific page. The same thing with repair, cleaning, and downspout. We'll talk about each of them on an individual page to give Google more context about that specific service that we do render. Then we could also targeted multiple locations within 5 to 20 mile radius that we service, and this includes Allen and Prosper. Another thing we could have done is get high quality backlinks. A very cheap one we could have gotten is press release. We didn't do this also. In your case, you could do this. We opt for this $70 one, and the one we recommend because it guarantees you 450 mentions across multiple news websites. So this gives you a basic authority. They are topical, they are foundational links, and Google tends to trust them. But if you need a very high quality links, you can expect to get just one link from anywhere between $70 to $100 per link. And you can get this using my SEO mentee, Jackie Cho. He offers niche edits and guest posts for $74 to $95 per link. And that's how you'll be able to rank from position number 3 to position number 1, or from position number 10 even to position number 1. Basically, that's the best way you can do it. You need more links pointing to your home page. So having established that the home page has a lot of quality links, how can you now replicate the system for multiple locations that you service? You can have inner pages, you can have inner pages like Gottes McKinney / Allen for the Allen location pages, and so on and so forth. But the smart play right here is have the home page target that specific city. Reason being that the number of links that are pointing to it. We have local directories, 400 local directories pointing to the home page, another 450 links from the press release pointing also to the home page. And if you have occasional backlinks that comes in once a month, those very high authority ones, all of them are still pointing to the home page. That gives you that ranking signal, that ranking boost in the eyes of Google, and it's something you don't want to miss for your business entirely. So you could have the page structure like this. You have the home page, you have the service all page, at least all of the services that you do render. Then you have the service pages individually, you have location all pages, you have the nearby location all pages, and the service pages plus location pages. And basically that gives you anywhere between 90 to 100 page websites and gives you that authority boost. All of them interlinked together, giving Google the context that it needs to rank your website. If you do this across multiple cities, anywhere between 7 to 10 cities that you service around you, you could expect to generate anywhere between 2 to 5 leads per month per site. And that is anywhere between 14 to 50 qualified leads every single month. So here's this checklist that you expect to get. You get an exact match domain, you set up an hosting, you build a one-page website, basically your own page first, then you now start building out inner pages to build authority. And here's the step you take. The main keyword or the main core service you tender in the H1 tag, you list all of the services, why they should choose you, your testimonial, local frequently asked questions, and the zip code. Then you get listed in this directory, send out a press release, get all of these links indexed, and write your content on ChatGPT. And you get $224 to get all of this started. If you want faster results, add location pages, get quality backlinks like we talk about. So why stay with us long term? So if you've watched so far in this video and you think this is something you can do for yourself, please go ahead with it. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section. But if you think you need to hire someone to do this, we are your best bet. I basically showed you everything. Exactly what we showed you is exactly what we're going to do for you. And if you don't get rankings, you can just basically, we'll work with you until you get your result. But if you don't, you can simply fire us. So now you might be thinking, I can build out this website. Yes, you can. But most businesses get stuck because SEO isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing thing. So if you do this with us, we'll help you manage your Google business profile, help you set up an automated review collection system, set up a missed call text back for you such that when someone calls your businesses and you missed it, you get automatically text back so they don't call another business owner. We'll set up an AI chat widget for you that installs on your website and books appointment for you on autopilot. Then we stay on top of all Google current changes and algorithms, so we'll keep updates with whatever it is that is compliant and help your website stay ranking also. The goal isn't just to get leads to this, to build a system that brings qualified leads for you month after month. And if you're running ads right now and they're working, keep doing them, they're great, but start building a SEO foundation on the side. Over time, you can start reducing your ad spend, maybe even cut it down to zero eventually. The do-it-yourself method, like I said, costs you $224. The done-for-you service might be expensive, but it's worth having. So either way, you're looking at anywhere between 2 to 5 qualified leads per month per city. And book a strategy call with us this week and analyze your market. We've also got a 3 risk-free trial spot available for Google Business Profile Optimization. You only pay after you see results, no charge. The same resources we use for organic website ranking, the citations, the press release, the content, also the mark visibility. You can hit both channels all at once with one service at a go. Your competitors are doing this right now. The question is, how much longer are you going to let them take your customers? Click the link below and book your free audit call. Let us get your phone ringing for qualified customers that are ready to buy right now. If you've watched this video so far, thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I will do well to answer them.